You did everything right. You listened, you complimented her, you never made a move too soon, and somehow, she lost interest. If you've ever thought, why don't women want a nice guy like me? This video might sting a little, but it could also set you free. Let's be clear, women do like kind men, but there's a difference between being kind and having nice guy syndrome. The problem isn't your goodness, it's what's often hiding underneath: fear of rejection, fear of conflict, and a fear that just being you isn't enough. Nice guy syndrome isn't just about being pleasant, it's about using niceness as a strategy to get love, approval, or X. And that strategy, it backfires. The term nice guy syndrome was popularized by Dr. Robert Glover in No More Mr. Nice Guy, a book rooted in real therapy sessions with men asking, why do I treat women well and still get ignored, ghosted, or friend-zoned? This video isn't about blaming women, and it's not about turning you into some alpha caricature. It's about understanding where this pattern comes from and how to finally drop it so you can show up as a confident, attractive, emotionally honest man. Let's break it down. Before we dive in, know this. This isn't just about dating. Sometimes it's more about why you feel overlooked, invisible, or quietly frustrated in every relationship, including with yourself. A nice guy isn't just agreeable. He's someone who believes, if I'm always good to her, she'll love me. If I hide my needs, I'll seem more attractive. If I avoid conflict, I'll be safer in the relationship. This often starts in childhood, when boys learn that being good earns love, and showing anger or desire leads to rejection. So they adapt. They become the pleaser, the peacekeeper, the performer. That mask becomes their identity. Here's the hard truth. When you give in order to get, when your kindness has strings attached, it's not real kindness. It's a covert contract. It's control disguised as care. Not because you're malicious, because you're afraid. And here's the truth you were never told. You don't have to earn love. Love is attracted to authenticity, not performance. Here are some signs. You avoid conflict at all costs. You suppress your opinions to keep the peace. You constantly worry she'll leave if you mess up. You feel frustrated when your niceness isn't appreciated. You pride yourself on not being like those other guys. But here's the big one. You believe being nice makes you morally superior to men who are confident, assertive, or direct. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't cruelty. Assertiveness isn't aggression. Kindness without boundaries isn't virtue, it's fear. Nice guys confuse passivity with goodness, but real masculinity isn't about making yourself small. It's about becoming whole, emotionally honest, direct, grounded. That version of you, magnetic. Let's be real. Attraction isn't a checklist. You can be attractive on paper, smart, generous, good-looking, and still, something feels off. Why? Because people pick up on emotional incongruence. When your words say, I care about you, but your vibe screams, please validate me, it creates discomfort, not connection. And when you're always accommodating, you might feel safe, but also predictable, even invisible. A woman doesn't want to date a golden retriever. She wants a partner, not a pet. Someone with presence, self-trust, and aliveness. Think of it like a dance. If one person always yields, there's no rhythm, no tension, no chemistry. Attraction thrives on authenticity, not perfection. Psych tip. People are drawn to those who are comfortable with both closeness and contrast. Nice guys avoid contrast, and that flattens the dynamic. This isn't about bad boys winning. It's about real connection requiring realness, not rehearsed behavior. If this is hitting a little too close to home, or helping you name something you've never been able to explain, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Here on PsycKeys, we dive deep into psychology, identity, and relationships with real honesty. Stick around, we're just getting started. Women want kindness, but not at the cost of authenticity, assertiveness, boundaries, self-respect. When someone says he's too nice, what they often mean is, he avoids expressing his wants. He agrees with everything. He hides his anger or attraction. He wants a reward for being different from other guys, but never risks being honest. Nice guy syndrome turns you into a pleaser with hidden resentment. That resentment shows up as tension, guilt tripping, or emotional withdrawal, and that doesn't feel safe. It feels like walking on eggshells. What actually builds attraction? A man who knows who he is, who respects his own emotions, who can hold space for disagreement and still stay grounded. That's not too nice. That's real. Being a good man doesn't mean acting tough. It means being whole. A good man speaks his truth even if it creates tension, sets boundaries without guilt, gives because it feels right, not because he expects something in return, leads when necessary, and listens with strength. He's not looking for permission to be himself. He just is himself. And most importantly, he allows himself to be seen, not just the polite, polished version, but the full version, the one with opinions, edges, and emotions. Psychologists call this integrated masculinity, the balance of strength and sensitivity, presence and emotion. That's what builds trust. That's what sparks desire. That's what lasts. So don't aim to be nice. Aim to be real. So, is this you? If you saw yourself in this pattern, good. That means you're waking up. You're not broken. You're just done playing small. Because when you stop performing for love, you stop settling for scraps, and you start building something real.